Blighty Boxing with Frank Warren and Queensbury Promotions. It's been passed a coffee. Thank you very much, Martin. I'd like to introduce you all to Jeremiah Milton, a 2-0 American heavyweight who's over here on a sparring mission with Daniel Dubois ahead of his November 28th clash against Joe Joyce. Jeremiah, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
All good. Now, tell me how this works. You're back home in Vegas, even though you're from Oklahoma. What happens? You get a phone call offering to work, or how does it work?
Well, yeah, so first thing you know, I hear about the opportunity maybe like a month prior, but we have some things coming up. So I have a fight. I'm getting ready for my fight. I'm actually in Miami training with Luis Ortiz, Carlos Negron, and another guy, Cassius Chaney. And I came off of that right into my fight. And then so after my fight, I got on the plane and now I'm in London.
Yeah. So like I say, you're 2-0 now. You told me you had about 30 odd fights as an amateur. And you got to the brink of an Olympic selection, I understand.
Absolutely. So I made it all the way to Olympic trials where I placed silver. That's the alternate position. And instead of waiting around for that, I decided to go ahead and turn professional so I can go ahead and get some money going and help out with some things for the family. So that's been my journey thus far.
I think it's difficult for all fighters, and it is to commit to that cycle for the Olympics because it's a long time not earning any money, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, you know, I've been on the fast track with boxing. I've only been boxing for 3 years, but in that 3 years' time, you know, it was a lot of sacrifice being made. You know, not taking certain jobs that would keep me away from the gym, and then also working as a school teacher to stay in the gym. And then when I got my opportunity to go to the Olympic trials, I only had 6 weeks to train just because other obligations. You know, it's really hard in the States if you're not on the team already. So gave it a really good crack, got close out there and placed alternate. Instead of waiting around, I couldn't survive it no more. It was time to make that transition.
So what makes a 23-year-old qualified school teacher want to take up boxing?
26, actually. 26,
well, you're 26 now,
yeah, 26
but 3 years ago you'd have been 23. So
23, yeah.
What makes you want to take up boxing at that age? And you're obviously well qualified and educated, sort of.
Yeah, no. So something about the sport, I've always been called back to it. I felt like if I gave it a really good crack, I could push hard and make something of myself in it. You know, I've always been drawn to it. When I was younger, I had a pair of gloves. Me and my brother, I didn't have a bed in my room, so I put on the left glove, he put on the right glove, and we just smashed each other in the room. And so my mom, she didn't really take to it very well, but whenever I told her I was going to leave university for a minute and give it a shot, you know, I might as well have been telling her I was going to become a rapper or something. So, you know, it's about just believing in yourself and knowing that, you know, you could do it. So I wanted to see how I stack up against the best, and now I'm training around the best.
Tell me about gym culture. I mean, I think people over here, we imagine and we see and hear things about American gyms, and we hear about dog rounds and crowds surrounding the rings in the gym. How different have you found the two different cultures in terms of you train in Vegas, which is pretty much where all that stuff comes from, and coming here?
Absolutely. You know, so in Vegas, you'll have some gyms where they do the hyping and the hoorah and everything like that. The main thing I say, you know, I've been treated really well out here in London. But when you step into the ring, gloves are gloves, sparring is sparring. So no matter what, you know what I'm saying, it's about what's in here. So the people that's hoorahing on the outside, it really doesn't make a difference, you know.
Over here it's a bit more private and business-like, I suppose, isn't it? The gym is where the hard work gets done, and the rest of it is safe for fight night, isn't it?
Yeah. And I mean, you know, you'll have some private sessions depending on who's in there and whatnot, and just who the coach is. And I think it all just depends on who you're working with and, you know, their level of class, really.
Now, you've got an interest in this fight coming up on the 28th, because back in April in Vegas, you were sparring with Joe Joyce by coincidence. How did that go?
Yeah. Oh, man, you know, did some lovely rounds over there. Worked really hard with Joe, you know, and shout out to his team as well, Sam Jones and those guys, some great guys over there. You know, these two are going to make for a British classic. You know, I think it's going to be one of those fights that people talk about for a while, and it goes down in the books. But you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a good make, and I'm very interested in it just because having the experience of being around both guys, both top guys, really good character as well.
Now, you've been around Daniel for a couple of weeks now. You did mention to me earlier on, but probably he's the strongest individual you've come across so far. Is that a fair comment?
Yeah, it's a fair comment. You know what I'm saying? He's a very strong young man. His physical ring presence is solid. You know, he has all the making and everything around him to really go to the next level. You know, and I say the same about Joyce as far as, you know what I'm saying, his work ethic and everything as well. You know, it's just very interesting to me getting out here and being able to experience it firsthand, because you know, you see things and you see it on TV, but when you're in the ring with people, you really learn and pick up on different things. Yeah, he's a very strong man.
Put your pundit's hat on, your expert analysis. How do you see this fight playing out?
Drama, a smash. I don't know, whatever word you really like to use over here, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a cracking time. You know, get your popcorn ready. I don't see this fight going to decision not at all. Not at all.
Very contrasting styles, aren't they? Because Joe pours forward, doesn't he, just sort of throwing punches from all angles. Daniel's a little bit more sort of got his fundamentals in place.
Yeah, I think it's, for me, my personal opinion, you know, it looks like the technical boxer, being Daniel, versus you know, the awkward machine. You know, Joe has been one of the most awkward guys I've ever been in the ring with. You know, as far as he'll throw a punch and it's coming from here and it's coming from there, and it's just like, where is it really coming from? You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's going to be an interesting clash of style.
Jeremiah, we're going to keep an eye on your career, obviously, from now on. Tell us your social media handles and that, so people can keep an eye on you.
Yeah, if you want to look out for me, you know, I'm on Instagram as J Milton 1921. That's J Milton 1921. You know, I'm on there mostly. You'll catch me just in the gym working, doing the same thing day in, day out, learning and seeking to get better as I progress through the ranks. And you know, you'll see a lot more of me. I promise you that.
No Twitter or Facebook, no?
Yeah, so Twitter as well, J Milton 1921 on both of my handles, and on Facebook, you know, I'm just Jeremiah Milton. So yeah, if you want to shoot me a friend request on there too, I'll be happy as well for that. But J Milton 1921 on Twitter and Instagram.
Not a bad job. This is it, a bit of sparring, take you around the world.
Yeah, no, boxing is a beautiful sport, man, and what instant does a kid like me, coming from where I come from, get a chance to, you know, travel to London, you know, so for anybody out there that they say like, you know, it can't be done, you know, reference my story, and you know, hopefully I can inspire the people back home and those who know me around me, and if you don't know me, you know what I'm saying, you'll get to know me as well.
Jeremiah, we wish you every success. Thank you very much.
Thank you.